Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and are my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe Part 4. The bustling creatures of the camp grew silent as the children and the beavers moved through the crowd. There in the center of the camp was a huge tent. As they argued over who would go in first, the tent flap opened and the children felt silent too. Before them stood a fearsome and beautiful golden lion, his mane shimmering in the sun. It was Aslan. Aslan welcomed the three children warmly, but then he said, "Where is the fourth?" The Pevensies explained how Edmund had betrayed them to the witch, how they loved him anyway because he was their brother, and how they needed Aslan's help if there were ever to find him. Aslan listened carefully and said, "All shall be done for Edmund." Later, Peter took a walk alone with Aslan. The lion showed him Cair Paravel glittering in the distance, where someday he was to sit as the High King. Peter wasn't sure he could do it. He wasn't even sure he wanted to. He'd had a hard enough time keeping his family safe. How could he ever be a king? Aslan said, "Peter, I will do all I can to help your family, but I need you to consider what I ask of you." He pointed at his bustling camp and added, "I too want my family safe." If he was ever to deliver Edmund from the witch's grasp, Peter would have to deliver Narnia from her grasp too. He would have to help fight her forces. He would have to fulfill the prophecy. Suddenly, wolves sneaked up on Susan and Lucy, who were bathing in a river. A centaur, Orius, rushed to help the girls until Aslan stopped him. "No, Orius, let the young prince fight this battle," he said. This time, Peter drew his sword without hesitating. This time, he fought both for Narnia and for Edmund. And this time, Mogrim was killed. That night, centaurs slipped into the witch's camp and rescued Edmund. Aslan brought him to the other children at dawn, instructing, "There is no need to speak to Edmund about what is past. They aren't quite ready to forgive their brother, but nobody dared to defy Aslan." Now that they were all together, Susan wanted to go home. After all, she pointed out, this was a war just like the one their mother wanted to protect them from. But Peter knew what he had to do now, and Edmund understood the witch's strength. The four of them would have to fight her forces. They would have to get ready for battle. Then they learned that Aslan had agreed to meet with the witch. She arrived in the possession of monsters and snarled, "You have a traitor amongst you, Aslan, and every traitor belongs to me." Aslan and the witch spoke alone. When they were through, Aslan announced to the crowd, "She has renounced her claim on Edmund's blood." He sealed the deal with a mighty roar, and the witch marched away. War still loomed, but Edmund was safe. That night, Lucy was lying awake when she saw Aslan's shadow move past her tent. She and Susan followed him to the stone table, which was lit by torches and surrounded by the witch and her monsters. They taunted and tormented the lion. They teased and poked him, and then they killed him. Susan and Lucy could hardly believe their eyes. I hope you enjoy listening to the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Part 4. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!